American Morning, the most news in the morning, period. Weekdays 6 Eastern.
She just set an aviation record and she's looking to do many more. Kimberly Anyadike is thought to be the youngest African-American girl to fly solo cross-country. We say thought to be because they hadn't tracked such records officially before. But she's with us this morning from Compton, California's airport in front of the plane that made history. Thanks for being with us this morning, Kimberly.
It's a pleasure to be with you this morning. Thank you.
Well, I was amazed when I read about your story. You flew 7,000 miles. You flew from Compton, California, all the way over to Newport News, Virginia, and back again in 13 days. What was that like, taking on such a huge undertaking in the sky?
It was so amazing. All the people I met, all the people I got to socialize with. I even made a couple new friends. Even meeting some of the legendary Tuskegee Airmen, it was such an exhilarating experience for me.
Yeah, it's very interesting because with you on that flight was your instructor, Levi Thornhill. He's 87 years old. He was one of the Tuskegee Airmen. How did you get to know him? What was your connection, and why was it so important to you to have him there? And as I understand it, many of 50 other Tuskegee Airmen signed your plane. There you see it.
Well, I had a safety pilot. His name is Ronell Norman, but Mr. Thornhill, he sat behind me and he never complained once. But he was such a motivational person. He's a mentor to me. I met him after I joined the program about 2 years ago, and the plane that I flew was dedicated to him, so I thought it was a good chance to give honor directly to him.
Well, I think it's wonderful. You fell in love with flying at the age of 12, which is pretty young. You were able to take part in this really special program. It was a Compton-based aeronautical museum, and they actually offered aviation lessons through an after-school program for disadvantaged youth. How did you become a lover of flight?
Well, I think I've always been interested in flight, but when we read about Tomorrow's Aeronautical Museum, we thought it was such an amazing way to, put the idea to practical means. So we decided to take a demo flight, and ever since we were hooked.
What did your mom say when you came home and said, hey, I think I'm going to fly solo across the country?
She was really excited for me because I'm doing something different, something that I want to be doing, so she was extremely excited.
Now, as I understand it, it wasn't just smooth sailing the whole time. You guys had some storms, right? And you encountered some treacherous weather along the way. What was it like dealing with that in the air?
It made me kind of nervous because all these things that I was facing were some new things, so I was just acting upon my instincts and stuff like that. And I've learned to stop over-controlling and to be more in control of the plane, so I thought that was a really good experience. So now I feel like I'm prepared for the worst.
And you're also prepared, as you want to do, break some more records. This is what you want to do now. You want to become the youngest African-American girl to fly solo 4 single-engine planes and 2 helicopters in one day. Where did you come up with that?
Well, of course, there's a little rivalry between my sister and I, but of course it's motivational. So I wanted to have my license by the time I'm 17, and I thought it was a cool way to kind of live my dream, I guess.
And your sister's older than you, right? She also set records prior to you getting involved. So as you said, it's a friendly sibling rivalry. But forget all of this. Your ultimate goal is to become a cardiovascular surgeon one day as well, right?
Yeah.
All right, well,
it's my dream.
It's your dream. I got to tell you, you're an inspiration. I think it's wonderful, and just proof that you can get out there, think something is impossible, and do it anyway. And so you got a wonderful, wonderful story, Kimberly, and thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.